All right, people. What up? It's your boy Chig from Gooner Eagle Eye coming to you one more time. Um, Essentially, let me give you kind of a little rundown exactly of why I am also, at one more time, not on audio. Simple reason for that. Let me tell you why I am not on audio. Sorry, why I'm not on audio, why I'm not on picture. The reason for that being that essentially, sorry, just had to plug my microphone in. Essentially, there's no other way of putting this other than I slept awkwardly, my neck is fucked, and I'm sitting in the most dumbass position in the world. And quite frankly, it would be too embarrassing. I can't deal with YouTube comments at the best of times. Never mind YouTube comments laughing at my current ridiculous position that I'm sat on the sofa. So, yes, I've not had the greatest of days. But on a side note, I finally had my damn kitchen sink fixed, so I guess it balances out. Anyway, on with the show. So here is going to be the preview of my thoughts around the Ludogorets Arsenal game being played at the Emirates on, tomorrow. For me, I'm hoping that we continue this run going. I think lately, I'll be honest, we're kind of getting results and we're being complacent and getting results at the moment, which will only last for so long. A bit worried about the way we've kind of dropped a little bit in the last couple of weeks, either side of the international break, with regards to our performances. And I'd love to see us get back on track. I think personally, and I'm hoping that the game on Saturday has given Werner a little bit of a warning that some of these people are entering what he likes to call the red zone, and it might just need a little bit of a refresh. So don't be surprised, I think, if you see certain people like El Nene, Ox. Ox is someone I'll talk about in my show tomorrow. I did see his interview. I have had a couple of tweets in terms of what do I think about it. I've deliberately not tweeted about it just because I knew it was something I was going to talk about in the show. So I will, all right. LNA Ox. Wouldn't be surprised if you see appearance from either Perez or Giroud tomorrow. Wouldn't mind seeing Iwobi maybe rested. I just feel like it just needs a little bit of a refresh. Could definitely see Xhaka playing because he's going to be suspended for the next 3 games. But yeah, all in all, I'm quietly confident that we should do pretty well. I guess it's just that kind of but. And that's all I'm worried about. But making sure that essentially we perform well and we have a good performance. Because ultimately, let's face it, the group should be decided on the Emirates game where we play PSG, which won't be an easy game. But if we play to our capability, mark my words, we'll beat PSG at the Emirates. So yeah, that's pretty much all in all. So here's kind of my predicted lineup in terms of what I'd go for. My predicted 1 to 11 lineup. I could see Ospina starting. I said check last Champions League game, so I really want to make sure that I got it right this time. So Ospina will start, and rightly so. I could see Bellerin carrying on. I don't see there being any reason why not. I think it looks like Debussy is damn near out of the club. I think I recently read last week that Jenkinson, the forgotten man, looks like he's back in training and had his first under-23 game. So that's good news. But great to have him back as part of the squad and being Bellerin's understudy, because let's face it, we will need an understudy for Bellerin, because eventually, even if he doesn't get injured, he's going to need a rest. So it's good news to hear about Jenkins. But I expect Bellerin to start. I expect Mustafi and Koscielny to keep going, in spite of the fact that on Saturday I don't think it was either one of their best performances. I do feel like they're forming a relationship that's growing and growing and growing. And I don't really see there being any need to change it. I feel sorry for someone like a Holding or a Gabriel who's kind of just sat there like, right, okay, now what do I do? Just it is what it is. They just have to continue being patient and see what happens. But in my opinion, there is absolutely no need to change it. My brain's gone now. Yes. So the central pairing. Now, left back is the topic of debate. Some people have said that they believe that Monreal will be replaced by Gibbs, given the fact that Monreal has a shocker against. I still don't think it was all Monreal's fault. I think he was left exposed by Iwobi. But I know a lot of people wouldn't be surprised if Gibbs comes in. I personally think he'll stick with Monreal. I'd be tempted to play Gibbs, I must admit, but I think he will end up sticking with Monreal. So I'll go with Monreal left back. Sorry, my microphone's going all weird. Hopefully that's better. So I think he'll end up going with Monreal left back. On the left, if I think I can see him resting Iwobi, and I think it will be stupid to do so, but I think he'll play Ox there, particularly after his interview on Sunday. I see him just refreshing things down that left-hand side and playing Ox there. You know, he does like doing that. I'm not convinced Ox is great in that position, but he seems to like him doing something in that position. So I can genuinely see Ox playing there. Not that Ox is the greatest at tracking back either, but I could just see him just refreshing things down that side a little bit. Central midfield will be an interesting one. I can see Santi being dropped in this game. Not necessarily for good, but just for this game. And I can see an El Nene Xhaka in the middle, partnership in the middle. And then on the right-hand side, I think you've just got to play Theo while he's playing this well. Let's just keep going. Play Theo on that right-hand side. Play Ozil as your number 10 because obviously. And then I think he'll continue with Alexis up front. I do think you'll see an appearance from Perez at some point, and I'd like to see what he can do because he must be so frustrated at the moment that he's not even getting an appearance. It's one thing not starting, but he's not even coming onto the pitch. So I can see him having some sort of appearance. But yeah, all in all, I'd be reasonably happy with that team if it was to go ahead, and I fully expect us to win. I think we'll have a decent performance, and I think it'll be a 2-0 game. I won't predict the scorers because I think that would be difficult to do so, but I think it'll be 2-0. So yeah, that's it. That's me and my rambling done. So sorry about the lack of picture. Hopefully my neck will be a little bit better. And you guys can laugh at me when I do. I'll do a review of the game during my episode 16 of the Gooner Eagle Eye. And that'll be the section probably right at the beginning of the show. Get that out of the way. And then I'll also go into the Alex thing and other Arsenal news generally. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Take care for now. Up the Arsenal. Speak to you tomorrow. Peace.